There's no process. अगर आपने आर्किटेक्ट बनना है, अगर आपने लॉयर बनना है, अगर आपने डॉक्टर बनना है, बड़े सिंपल से स्टेजेस हैं to make it big in life. As an actor, there's no process.
I'm a director's baby, and I would say that it's because the director and the team pushed me there.
And cut भी एक बार नहीं, cut भी दो बार, cut.
I told
Cut भी एक बार नहीं होता, दो बार होता है cut.
His worst line after a great take when it happens is like इससे अच्छा नहीं हो सकता.
Hey guys, my name is Shravan Shah, and today I'm going to be having a conversation with the cast and maker of Jubilee. What's up, guys?
Shravan in the
I
house,
don't
guys.
understand a word of what you
Why?
said.
I think you should get used to this by now.
This is true.
should get
I'm
used to
staying
this
too
by now.
far away from you. This duri is not working
No,
out.
but guys, first of all, congratulations on a fabulous trailer.
Thank
And I've watched 2 episodes of Jubilee, and I have to say I'm a fan.
Thank
I
you.
love it. I love every bit of whatever I've watched. So what we're going to do today is we're going to deconstruct a few of my favorite scenes from the show. Of course, from the 2 episodes that I've watched. So I'm going to actually begin with you, Vikram sir. As soon as the series begins, okay, with the credits, I am teleported to that era, and it literally took me 15 seconds to realize that this is not a show. I'm actually back in that era. Okay. Was that a conscious decision from your end that, hey, you know what, if I'm giving them a feel of that era, let's just go completely that.
From the, you're talking about the title sequence.
The title
Yeah, that was very deliberate. The whole black and white with the music and
Yeah.
those transitions and having all the actors. And ideally, initially, it used to be in the old movies, it'd be an overture, which would be all the music of all the songs in the film that would come. We actually tried that. It became too long. We said, chalo, isko ye itna nahi karte hain. Let's not get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the idea was to teleport you straight back into that era with all the actors' names coming after the other, and then and Ram Kapoor as this,
Yeah.
like all in. I think that was that was a very.
Apart, coming to you, one of my favorite scenes of you is this scene where you're standing in the balcony, okay, and you're watching a party, and it shows a desire of a difference between both the worlds, the world that you want to actually be a part of, and then your real world, and that overlooking scene where you're overlooking the party, and right after that there is a scene where there is a reflection of desires of people. One, your desire to become an actor, and one, his desire of wanting women. Okay, what is it about that scene that makes you be like, hey, you know what? This is very well written, and I want to now take this opportunity.
Here, if you talk about motivation, it was maybe the days where I wasn't getting a chance to act. If as far as motivation is concerned, otherwise, I think by the time we went on to shoot, वो हम सभी चीजें, वो सभी बीट इतना रिहर्स कर चुके थे कि वहाँ पे on the day of the shoot, it just kind of touched wood, if I can say, this was a cakewalk for us because of the workshops which were given to us. So, but yeah, motivation वही थी, and I think for any actor that will be the motivation at the end of the day कि आपको वहाँ पहुँचने का मन है, आपके पास अभी means नहीं है, आपके पास अभी वो process नहीं है वहाँ पहुँचने का maybe, and वही I think सबसे बड़ी problem है हमारे profession की, there is no process. अगर आपने आर्किटेक्ट बनना है, अगर आपने लॉयर बनना है, अगर आपने डॉक्टर बनना है, बड़े सिंपल से स्टेजेस हैं टू मेक इट बिग इन लाइफ. एज एन एक्टर देयर इज नो प्रोसेस. सो वो एक हमेशा आपके दिमाग में एक कंफ्यूजन रहती है, एक हलचल रहती है, और कई बार एक बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा वो भी रहता है कि यार ये कैसे होगा, और जब हो जाता है तो यू ऑलवेज फील वेरी वेरी हैप्पी एंड कंटेंट. सो या आई मीन वो एक क्यूरियोसिटी थी.
It's not
also
possible.
when about his character, India back then is going through this entire phase of partition. But this person's industry is not like Roy Talkies still stands the way it is. It's not, in any way shaken by what is actually happening in the political scenario. When you play a powerful character like that, okay, what was your reference point? Did you have a reference point?
Not exactly.
Dada himself.
Yeah,
Himself.
No, not that. I think the reference point is the script and the character. Of course, we had to, wait a bit that structure, that period.
yeah,
we have a
yeah.
lot of references.
Yeah.
And honestly speaking, I knew about a few of them. So like, I've been part of this industry for so many years. So, but if you ask about Shrikant Roy, I think the best part is for him, cinema and the studio is the ultimate. That's it. He is not going to compromise with anybody. So I think that was the brief and that was the character, and it stood. In fact, it's Shrikant Roy and Sumitra both. The world is this, and I think that's what Sir wants to tell, that whatever happens, that this world belongs to us. We are the king, but it's not the only kingdom.
Yeah.
It has a lot of passion inside.
That's true. Aditi, coming to you, there is a stark difference between the dreams your character has, which you kind of live in Lucknow, and then you completely see a vast difference to your character once she comes to Mumbai. Okay. When you play a character like this, of course, स्क्रिप्ट पे तो लिखा है कि अच्छा ये है ये है ये है. आप कितनी बार ये करते हो कि ठीक है अच्छा ये लिखा हुआ है इसको नॉच अप लेते जाते हो?
I don't look at it as a notch up. I mean,
Ah,
that's
yeah.
hard for me to say because I feel like whatever happens because the director has a vision, you're breathing life into that vision, and of course you always want to see that smile or that, you know, that glint in their eyes ki, okay, this went well.
Yeah.
So even when there's a monitor, like I'm usually looking at the director's face like this. Am I going to see that little glint or not? And so I don't know how it happens. I have no idea. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But I will say this, that in this, and I was just before your interview, I was asked this question and I was actually quite thrown by it because they asked me about this character and how different she is from me, and I was very aware because Vikram sir had also said, I don't want to see you. And you know, he showed me a film, etc. Because it's a lot of the personal life of this girl, you know, that's what you're seeing a lot of. But I have to say that, you know, when you play something like this that is so against your grain, I think the experience of, you know, surrendering to a director who you love and respect and whose vision you are dying to be a part of, and you know, and a team that is actually really looking after you and pushing you into those spaces that you don't really know and you don't have any memory of, or you know, there's no emotional, like, you don't understand this person per se.
For sure.
So when you do it with a director like that, that's what makes it really exciting. So if it works, I would always say that I'm a director's baby, and I would say that it's because it's because the director and the team pushed me there, but I was also willing, and I also surrendered, and I enjoy that. I love that thing of trust and whatever, and I hope it is a notch up. That's all I can say as an actor. I can hope for it. I can't say I will do it.
Yeah.
I want to do my best always, but first I want to see that glint in the director's eye. But I feel like a set and set dynamics are so much about just, you know, understanding each other's personality types. And like Vikram sir, he might not be very, like, I will go and hug people and this and that. But Vikram sir might be, like, his way of showing affection or whatever is different. But it's there if you're watching for it very carefully.
अरे पहले 3 दिन
Sidhant is very subtly playing it. Sidhant is like, I'm not going to say anything.
No, I exactly. I've suffered the same problem. It's suffering for an actor in the first few days to not get anything from the director.
सही word use किया है.
But the thing is,
No, come on, yeah, he's very loving.
Makes you do better, yeah. It makes you, huh?
there's one more
Do you
thing.
have a defense?
You know, defense.
Do you have a defense?
I do have a defense.
Vying for the parents' affection.
Please go for it.
No, but what I figured was literally, usually actors zone में होते हैं ना. For the first time, literally, we see a director, he's in his own zone, and I was like, this is commendable. And I'm also playing a director in the series, so you know, he's like my point of reference. And I'm seeing, and he's always in his zone, like taking his notes after the shot. He's like literally on the move all the time, keeping it all calm, holding this whole world really close to him at all times. You know, his worst line after a great take when it happens is like, इससे अच्छा नहीं हो सकता चलो मतलब it's like, and that's the time when I want to do another take. It's like अब तो करना ही है मेरे को यार, you know how
He,
can you say
he
like,
has
it's such
another
a-
expression which is this. He'll be in his zone, and if it's good, and if you're passing him by and waiting, can I get a nice smile? And then he'll do this.
Yes.
Little secret I'll tell you. Big audition scene that he does at the end of episode 1. The key scene. It's one shot. It's take 3 or take 4.
Oh.
Right. Finished taking that entire shot. I was like, this is it. I've got it. I've got the entire shot. Apar is conscious of the little यहाँ पे वो नाक से निकलता है ना थोड़ा पसीना. सर एक और करते हैं. ऐसे नहीं अपार ऐसे एक और सर प्लीज एक और करते हैं. अच्छा मैं अच्छा करता हूँ वही करता हूँ. We did one more take. It wasn't as good. एक और करते हैं. सर अपार मैं बोल रहा हूँ उससे अच्छा नहीं होगा.
What about your character was your favorite thing, or rather that first trait that you were like, damn, I like this about this character?
That she's unapologetic.
हाँ.
She is bold, she's sexy, she knows it. And it's just such a normal thing for her to just be awesome.
क्या करना awesome बनता है?
मतलब वो डाउट नहीं है, जैसे हमें कई बार ऐसा फील हो जाता है ना as people कि हाँ आज कुछ या कुछ आपको उसको नहीं कुछ होता है, वो बहुत ही मतलब unapologetic है about everything. So that I love that about Nilofer. I think she really encouraged me to be more free, to be more unapologetic. Yeah, to be free.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play film Antakshari. काफी easy है.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Oh,
begin
film Antakshari.
Film Antakshari का हाँ मतलब the last letter. What was the excitement for that?
It's nice. आप जीत जाओगे मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको.
It's a game I'm good at.
So the last letter has to be the first
Perfect.
letter of yours. I will begin with the first one and then you guys.
Let's go. Let's go.
Of course, Jubilee.
I'm feeling
E
this.
से
Elane Jung.
ऐलान जंग.
एक मिनट इसका turn.
मेरी बारी ऐलान जंग.
Thanks.
गेम के आखिरी
Actually, what has to be the first word of a film?
अच्छा whoever.
Elane Jung.
ऐलान जंग.
किसका है?
आपका
है,
है.
जी,
जी.
मेरा पिक्चर गुमनाम.
वाह गुमराह.
E. इम्तिहान.
नाम
नाम.
ना ई.
नहीं.
इम्तिहान.
Again E. इम्तिहान. I. इम्तिहान.
That's with I. That's with I. No, that's with I.
guys.
इम्तिहान is with I.
He's saying गुमनाम नहीं.
Means I ना.
हाय बराबर बोला.
इम्तिहान.
अच्छा वो I thought E बोला ना.
Apar is just
Me.
confusing.
First one I am
so
ना
helpful.
ना ना.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
अच्छा बताओ.
Bad. I'm so sorry.
इम्तिहान.
N. इम्तिहान. N. Tick one.
नमक हला.
L.
Lavaris.
Lavaris.
बच्चन का.
सन्नाटा.
सन्नाटा.
सन्नाटा नहीं है. Out हो गया वो.
यार इतना शोर हो रहा है मेरे को सन्नाटा.
Sannata's out.
Okay.
What क्यों सन्नाटा
Lavaris.
फिल्म है मैं?
Team Jubilee.
All right.
All the very best.
Thank you.
I'm really congratulating you guys for all the awards that will happen after this.
Oh my God.
Jubilee को मिलने चाहिए बहुत सारे. Putting this out in the universe right away.
Yes.
All the very best to you guys. All to see you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And that